After 2.1 overs, West Indies are one without loss, chasing a mammoth 304 to win. Contextually, this is not a big score in modern T20 cricket. Hello everyone and welcome to the live watch-along of the West Indies chase for victory in this first of three T20 international as McCarty is wide outside the half stump and the umpire did not signal a wide. Interestingly, I think that delivery was a wide. West Indies are one without loss. King is on one. Lewis is yet to get off the mark. King faced 11 deliveries. Lewis have only faced 3. Welcome back and please flash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button as you tune in to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean for this live watch along. As I said, I'll go for 20 overs, take a break for 10 overs and come back for the final. Hurrah. McCarty bowls to Lewis, who places out into the offside. Again, there is no run. West Indies, one without loss after 2.3 overs. There's a live poll going on. I'm asking you to check it out and to see. Good morning, Merrick. There's a live poll going on. I've asked the question, who will be the West Indies batsman in this innings? The top 4, I put it at top 4. Who is the top 4 that will score the most runs? Of the top 4 in the West Indies batting order, who will score the most runs in this innings? McCarty bowls to Lewis, who drives magnificently into the covers, but there's no run. For a moment, I thought it went through. That's why I said magnificently. Because when you drive magnificently, it has to go for 4. So, but that one didn't go through. Unfortunately, it never went through. So, please forgive me for saying magnificently, although the ball never went through. So, there's a live poll going on. Please vote. Please vote. I'll be very interested to see what you are saying in that live poll. So bowls to Lewis and Lewis plays this into the cover. Well played, right off mid-off. He gave chase down towards the boundary. They go for 1. Let's see how many. 2. So they stay on 2. So interestingly, 50% of you think that Brandon King will score the most runs, but the voting is early. It's only 12 votes so far. But I'm encouraging everyone to vote so that we can get a good reflection on who really is who you really think is going to score the most runs out of the top 4. It doesn't mean that the 5th or 6th batsman can't score more than the top 4. I'm just saying, who out of the top 4 will score the most runs? Chance for a run out, he's out, you know. He's out, you know. Lewis runs out, you know. The bowler did well by blocking Lewis from running a straight line. So the ball was played to mid-off. Lewis set off for a single, but the bowler did well by preventing him from running in a straight line. Direct hit. Lewis gone. West Indies 3 for 1. So, Merrick, good morning to the forum. Good morning to you, Merrick. Verdi 5. I said, condition look very dicey. Ireland have some good bowlers, said Verdi 5ers. Is Justin Greaves injured? Wow. I wonder if he slide the bat or bust a dive if he would have got in. Don't know, but the bowler did well. So, persons would not like that. But as a bowler, what are you going to do? Right there. As a bowler, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to be so feared that you're going to step out of the way? No, yes. When he was going across to stop the ball, he saw the line that Lewis was running. And he was not going to come out of that line. You know, it's rough, it's tough, but I would have done exactly the same thing that the bowler did just there. McCarty, I would have done the same thing. So Douglas Stewart said, Brandon King. Well, yes, well, vote. There's a live poll going on. Vote. And I realized that 50% of persons think that Brandon King would be would be the leading run scorer. Well, it's now dropped to 41. That's why I want as many persons as possible to vote. Just click and vote. All you have to do is to vote. So King is on strike. As it Carty? Carty, because it was the end of the over. Mays bowls to Carty, allows it to go through outside the half stump, no run. I don't think Lewis wanted to bust a dive because why he didn't want to bust a dive was because he was coming off an injury. Unfortunate. But you can't blame the bowler. So touch up them, because so I'm touching up defense, Carty. It's a long day. Wife not here, so wow, that Johnny Walker Black smell very strong. So I'm going to put some Coke on it. And not drinking it on the rock today at all. I'm doing a match. Can you imagine if I have some Johnny Walker Black on the rock and come here? I guess your people would enjoy it. You talk about it for a while. If I'm in that mood. Stifled appeal too high. That can't be it in the stump. Come on. So Rowan Perry saying run out in a test and accept the it's ODI though, Rowan Perry. Runs on the board, Always remember that, said Mr. Casanova. I agree with you, Mr. Casanova, but I have to back my team to win. And I'm sure, Mr. Casanova, I have to back my team to win. I know you're nervous, but One United, welcome, man. One United in the show. One United. We have seen a lot. We have won a lot. We are Man United, and we are not going to stop. Ole, 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 ole. As that one comes back into Carty, taken on the pad, no runs. He's yet to get off the mark after 4 deliveries. One United, big up yourself. We have seen a lot. We have won a lot. We are Man United, and we are not going to stop. Ole, 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 ole. 3-1 West Indies. Welcome back to the cricket. But big up yourself, One United. Jermaine, good to have you here. I told you I'm not going to call that last part of your name. Pitched up Carty solid onto the front foot, no run. 3-1 after 3.5 overs. Jermaine is making it worse. Jermaine is saying good win Ireland. Wow. The stream would be legendary, said the champion. You can imagine the champion. It would be legendary. Maybe YouTube would have blocked me, Some of our guys look very rusty. Could be. And I'm about concerned about Shamar with his run-up. He looks very rusty, beaten outside the half stump. That one touchdown. Seam away that little. Or probably just held it line and never came back in, but it ended the line, it straightened up through to the keeper, Carty being end of the over. Carty yet to score after 6 deliveries. King is on 1 after 11 deliveries. West Indies looking to get 304 to win, or 3-1. So I have put some Coke in on top of it. I need to mix it. I don't have any mixer. I never like use my finger to mix these things, but sure. So, yes, Mr. Casanova, I agree with you. Some of them rusted. McCarthy bowls to King, and King get one that rise sharply on him. He took the left hand off the bat and tapped it down in front of him. 3-1. You will enjoy the match with that Johnny Walker Black, said Rowan Perry. Thank you. Probably I look too strong, Good morning, Jamur Sumal. Welcome to the show. Jermaine said, I will have nothing more to see. Pitched up, King driven it, took me down, and this time, direct it again, but he was in. He was in this time, and they will get the overthrow. You're going to check it, but he was clearly in this time. He had run past the stump. You'll have nothing to see, said Jermaine. Lol, I told you, you need to change the last part of that your name, of that name, So he's hitting them. This man is I can bet it's mango time now. It's mango time in Jamaica. Is it mango time in Ireland? Yes, One United. Big up match today for United. Oh, you mean One United? Big up, man. Welcome to the show. Soon change into my United shirt after this match. Down the leg side, King looks to whip it, taken on the pad. The keeper didn't gather cleanly. They thought about a leg by. Now they went through for it. Finally, one more to the total. 6 for 1 after 4.3 overs. They are batting really slow and a good batting pitch. 4.3 overs. I am not really too concerned at this moment about the slow batting. It's okay. I would become concerned if we reach 10 overs and we still don't reach say 40 or 35. But at this stage, I'm not too concerned. I'm concerned, yes, but not too concerned. We need to counter-attack soon, said the champion. McCarthy outside the half stump, left alone by Carty, and he goes through to the keeper. Says McCarthy bowling to Carty. We need to counter-attack soon. Douglas Stewart, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. I think it's the first time we're having you on a live watch-along or a live show. Outside the half stump, the batsman steered it away. That's Carty as he faces up to McCarthy. None for 5 from 2.5 overs. So Carty is really unable to get the ball away off the square. Less than 1 run per over. No, it's not less than 1, man. We are 6 runs and is in the 5 overs. West Indies lose or draw. I believe in my players. West Indies is my team. Yeah, man. Everyone here believe in Douglas, but it's a separate issue to believe in the West Indies and to give your opinion on it. So it's 2 separate things. So McCarthy onto the front foot and he drives magnificently through the covers. He's going very close to the boundary, diving effort. They will come back for 3. No. The second and 2, they will check this. The score goes up to 8 for 1 at the end of the over, but they'll definitely check it to see if he pulled it back. My bet is that he probably did. Well done. So Douglas Stewart, welcome to this wonderful community. If you are here long enough, you'll realize that it's a very mature community. So we are able to separate issues. So I guess that you will understand. So it's not that we are not bringing the West Indies. Everyone here is bringing the West Indies, but there's something called freedom of speech, freedom of expression. So bringing the West Indies and able to give your opinion and analyze and be critical and praise, because that's what we do. We analyze and we criticize and we praise, which is a separate thing from bringing the West Indies. Right? Cool. Over the wicket. Bowls, pitched up, driven down the ground. Lovely shot by Brandon King. 4 runs, dollar, 12 for 1. Yes. So because remember, because I'm just trying to let you understand. I usually don't do this, Douglas Stewart, but I'm trying to let you understand. This is a West Indies fan channel. A West Indies fan channel. Everyone here support West Indies. And we always rally around the West Indies. It doesn't, however, preclude us from giving our opinion. It doesn't preclude us from criticizing who's to criticize. It doesn't preclude us from praising who we are to praise. Because you might not know, but the long-standing members of this community who are always here with me, they know that I don't like any of the players. Yes, they know that. They know that I like performance and I criticize performance. Down the pitch, King swings and miss. They know that I love the West Indies cricket team as a collective. But they also know that I don't like any individual player. But as a collective, I am passionate about the West Indies cricket team. Less than 1 run per over. No, as I said, it's Jaden Seals injured? Ill. He's ill, Mr. Casanova, not injured, ill. They were quite clear about that. A touch of Apperton. It's Johnny Walker Black, though, you know. It's produced by Apperton, yes. I think Johnny Walker Black is produced by Apperton, yes. Yeah. Mango Reef, welcome to the show. Why do we always put ourselves under so much pressure? Maybe we are biding our time, Mr. Casanova. 12 for 1. 12 for 1. Maybe we are biding ourselves. Jermaine, One United Tottenham all the way tonight. Yeah? Yeah? One United, you know that 95% of that team fans over the wicket balls comes back into King, played it out to the cover, no run. 12 for 1 at is it 1 to come? 1 to come in the over. 12 for 1. Mayers, none for 4 from 2.5 overs. So Brandon King is on 7. Carty is on 2. West Indies 12 for 1, looking to get 304. I am not yet nervous as it appears that some persons are, but it's your right to be nervous. It's your right to think that West Indies should be scoring faster. And that's what made this community wonderful. We react differently. Down the leg side, swung away by King, 4 runs. He moves up to 11, 16 for 1 at the end of over number 6. So 1 United, 95% of that team who try to copy our red gear. You know that team that because we start wearing red gear, they went full red. Because we went with the red top and the black shorts, and they saw it, and because of their jealousy, they went full red. That other team there, you know, Jermaine is a part of them. You know, 95% of them want Manchester United to lose. 16 for 1 West Indies after 6 overs. Richard Johnson, West Indies not going nowhere. They are playing on a different wicket. Well, Richard Johnson, I welcome your opinion, but let's see. Good morning, Greg Carty. Let's see, Richard Johnson. I'm not ready yet to pass that verdict. It's 2 white ball. The Irish should have known their condition. McCarthy, ball to Carty, and there's no run as he covers up into the offside. The man I expect to score the first century is run out. I didn't see. Was he run out or he run out himself? It was a sharp singer. I think the singer was on, but the Irish bowler did well by standing in the straight line. So Lewis had to go around him, and that cost him his wicket. McCarthy bowled to Carty, and he played it down to mid-on, and there is no run. So it was McCarthy was the bowler. He was bowling over the wicket. Lewis played the ball to mid-on. He went across the pitch to field the ball. He realized that he could not get there, so he broke his run. Stood up. Lewis had to go around him, and by the time that he went around him, he was out, run out. Direct hit. It was a sharp single, but the bowler did well. I can't blame him. I think Jangoo or Greaves is going to give us a game today. Well, Sean Observer, I hope it doesn't reach to them, but if it reaches to them, I hope they deliver. McCarthy bowls to Carty who defends, and there is no run. 16 for 1 after 6.3. Jason Kitsu said, hard work beats talent any day. Agree? This new generation of West Indies cricketers do not have the discipline nor the work ethics to achieve the accolades of our previous West Indies greats. I share those views. Jason Kitsu, I don't think they work hard enough. However, my understanding is that there is a paradigm shift. Let's see if it materializes. But the paradigm shift not only need to take place at Cricket West Indies, but it needs to take place also at the lower level. Whipped away by Carty straight to the man at mid-wicket. So that was whipped away nicely, but straight to the man at mid-wicket as McCarthy pitched up and Carty whipped it away to mid-wicket. So Jessica Gitsu, you make a very good point, but the shift need to take place from either this level and even the coordination. Somewhat at, what's his name? Michael Douglas, who probably will join the chat later. Looking forward to that. So I can have some good banter. Turn away by Carty down towards the boundary, 4 runs. Diving effort by the fielder at fine leg, but in vain. The score goes up to 20 for 1. Carty moves up to 6. As McCarthy was straight on his span, and Carty just clipped it away down to fine leg for 4. Good shot by the young man. So let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of what people are talking about now. And this is from Michael Douglas. Because the attitude and the aptitude and the hard work have to start at the schoolboy cricket that you saw that I cover so very often. And I must say congratulations to Stets. Over the wickets goes to Carty and he whipped it away straight to the man at mid-on. Carty goes for 6, West Indies 20 for 2. So that was pitched up by McCarthy. And Carty just whipped it away straight to the man high in the air at mid-on, and West Indies lost their second wicket. He bowed his head and walked off. 20 for 2 at the end of over number 7. Coming to you very... So, the hard work. So, let me say this quickly as Carty walk off the field. Javal Glenn. Jamaica did not select him for the breakout league, the breakout T20. Yet still, West Indies picked him to play in a 50-over match today, a white ball 8-team game. In my opinion, and Michael Douglas voiced it and I agree with him, Glenn should have been in the Jamaica team. Cricket West Indies should have said to the Jamaica Titans, you have to pick Glenn because he's going to play in the 8-team match or he's a part of the 8-team squad. So you have to pick Glenn to play in the T20 breakout league. And those are the type of coordination. And there are many areas and many persons will point that out too. So 36% of you have Hope and 32% of you have Brandon King. So both of them are at the crease. Now clearly Carty or what's his name? Lewis. Not going to get any. Yes. So the 8th over, and I need to do this quickly as we talk about schoolboy cricket. I need to do this quickly. I want to, is it this? I hope it is. So I'm trying to do something quickly here. Yes, so I want to say congratulations to those young men from St. Elizabeth Technical High School. Yesterday they won the under-16 schoolboy final. Driven down the ground by Brandon King. It will run very close to the boundary. It gets there now, 4 runs. He moves up now to 15. They scored 25 for 2. So congratulations to yet another title for St. Elizabeth Technical High School. And they won the cup, which is the under-19 tournament. And they are now winning this under-16 tournament. So, boy, it seems like the dynasty continue. So those are the young men from St. Elizabeth Technical High School who won the rural under-16 tournament. Loud appeal going down the leg side, and there is no run. So congratulations to them. There's your coach, Carl, right there. So big up against Stets. They beat Veer. Veer made 170 all out, and they replied with 173 for 8. It was a close match. It was a tight match. It was an exciting match. So big up again, St. Elizabeth Technical High School for winning the rural under-16. So they are the All-Ireland, they are the under-19 champion for rural Jamaica, the All-Ireland champion, and now they add the under-16 crown to it. Let's see if they're going to be All-Ireland under-16 champion. And they are in the semi-final of the under-14. So the dynasty continues at Stets. West Indies and Man United to lose on the same day, I will be a happy man. Whoa. Should we get rid of Jermaine Lindo? No, we can't do that because we can't be like that. This is a West Indies fan channel, so we have to welcome the opposition because they will spice it up for us. Don't. Yes, I could welcome the opposition, but I hope that when West Indies is going to win, he doesn't run. As King played this one to mid-on and the score stays at 24-2. I hope I see you in Jamaica, said Craig Canai. I will be there for August game. For the test match, okay, sure. Just, yeah, man, no problem. Jermaine, you're not changing your name. I am confident West Indies will win, said Never Isaac. Well, I am too. No, you're trying your best. Jermaine, you're trying loud appeal, much closer though. But the Stiford, was that bouncing too high, leg by? Yes, maybe height there, leg by. Jermaine, I'm not going to call that name, so I'm not going to read that text. Samuel Burgos, welcome back, man. I'm just happy to see our fans coming back, because the cricket start again, and as we watch the match together and we discuss the match, because that's what we do. And we also know that there are persons driving in their car, persons at work, persons who are visually impaired, because they have said it to me in the past, who are listening to us. And we welcome those, and we invite everybody to slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Pitched up, Hope Drive, inside edge to mid-on. They stayed. They didn't run this time. They didn't run this time because that feel at mid-on is hitting the stump very well. 25-2 at the end of over number 8. So I'm asking everyone to slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button. We really appreciate you being here. We know that person's coming and going all the time. They tune in for sometime for 5 or 10 minutes, get the update, then they go back to do what they are doing and so on. So we appreciate it very much. Thank you for being here. But please, slash a like on the video and show your support. And also, you can always make your contribution to our effort to live stream cricket, because when we live stream cricket, it does come at a cost. It is not cheap to live stream cricket, especially when we are using score tick and so on, because you need personnel, you need crew. Loud appeal, not out, down the leg side, as McCarthy continues to king, who is on 15, Hope is yet to score. So your contribution will be needed, in not only our present crew we have to take care of, but in order to raise the quality of the broadcast. As you see, we only use one camera at this time. So to get more camera angles, we need more cameras. So your support is needed, and we'll provide a better quality live stream. McCarty bowls to King, and King turned this into the onside. No run. The score remains at 25-2. Jason Kitsu said, look how them Irish boys ain't giving up any runs. Yes, I appreciate. Yes, I noticed that. Brandon Webb, welcome back. West Indies will struggle to make 200 runs, said Brandon Webb. I don't think so. I really think that I don't reach there so yet, Brandon Webb. But again, it's your right to express your opinion. It's your right to say what you feel. And know you're a supporter of West Indies cricket, but you're expressing your feelings. So nothing wrong with that, Brandon Webb. I don't reach there so yet though. Short, King slapped it away down to the cover boundary for 4. It was short, it was a lollipop, and he slapped it away. He will now move up to 19. West Indies 29-2 after 8.3 overs. Yes, Sheldon, let's go West Indies, sure. Run rate building, and we have some slow batters to come. Well, I agree, Mr. Brown. It's the score on the board for today I am defending. I believe they West Indies chance, they will chase it down. Well, I really hope that they do. Yes, Douglas Stewart. Respect every time. I have a feeling I know Douglas Stewart, I have a feeling. Vernon John is saying, why do our current batsmen always get bagged down like this? I miss watching Chris Gale and Marlon Samuel, said Vernon John. I can understand a number of persons really want us to go with it, Comes in, bowls to King. Drive out, caught behind. Oh, he drove at that one. Edge found, gone. King gone. 29 for 3. West Indies in trouble, and I'm now concerned. I am now concerned. Pitched up outside the half stump. The foot nowhere near the line of that ball. But they said nowadays you see ball, hit ball. That's the approach nowadays. But I think that if your foot was closer to the line, his left foot never came across to the line of the ball. His left foot went straight down the pitch. So instead of his left foot coming across to the line of the ball and the toe pointing towards cover, and he drove that ball out, the toe was pointing towards the wicket, and his foot went straight down the pitch. He drove at it outside the half stump. Edge found, catch taken, King gone. West Indies 29 for 3, and I'm a bit worried. You know, soft dismissal by Carty, I think, yes. That's so far behind. I always love to keep up in us. So I would have missed some comment. Queen Sheba, big up. Rowan Perry, Man U for the win too. Yes, Rowan Perry, I agree with you. Verdi Fiver, I told you conditions is tricky. Yes, you did say it. So, Verdi Fiver, we are in huge trouble. Runs on the board, said Mr. Cottonova is runs on the board. And Jamur Small said, oh no. So I think I've catch up. I know I would have missed some of the live chat, but I think I have catch up. I respect every opinion, said Rowan Perry, but I believe in mine. Of course, that's what we do. You said Germany said, I will be there at the end of the match. Okay, let's see. We lost 3 wickets, but we can still win. Don't hide, Germany. Don't hide. That's what we are all about, Rowan Perry. Because I believe in mine too, Rowan Perry. I heard I believe in mine too, Rowan Perry. But I respect everyone's opinion. And that's what we are all about, Rowan Perry. Honestly. As Jangoo leaves that alone outside the half stump and it goes through. Yes. Oh. So that's the mantra. Yes, one united. West Indies need a partnership. That's the mantra, Rowan Perry. And that's how I want everyone in the chat to approach it. Respect everyone's opinion, but give yours and stick to yours as long as it is possible. Because let me give you an example of what I'm talking. I was convinced that Kemar Roach should be the captain of the West Indies team on an interim basis, and Kevin Imlach name is deputy. That's what I was convinced. For a year now, I've been saying that. I wasn't saying the Imlach part until recently, but for a year now, I've been saying that Kemar Roach should be the interim captain. Because you all know my position on Brathwaite from that second test in England. You all know that position. I've been saying Kemar Roach should be the interim captain. However, over the past 2 or 3 weeks, someone ever convinced me that it should be Alzarri Joseph should be the captain. So my position have shifted, it have evolved, and I now think that Alzarri Joseph should have been the captain of the team. Nonetheless, that being said, Greaves and Chase is a captain. As McCarthy bowls to the left and the Jangoo loud appeal out leg before. Jangoo goes for naught. Oh, this is getting from bad to worse now. 29 for 4. It pitched up. He looks to turn it into the onside plumb leg before, He's done. So a century followed by naught. Wow, leg before. West Indies in trouble and big trouble now. Big trouble. West Indies are in 29 for 4. So having said that I would have loved to see Alzarri Joseph as a captain. Therefore you know that Chase would not have been my captain. But Chase is a captain of the West Indies cricket team. So what am I going to do? I have to support Chase. So my opinion would that it should have been Alzarri. But the reality is, Chase is the man. What do I do? Support Chase. So that's what we do. No matter what the total is, West Indies supporters expect us to beat Ireland at any one time, said Patrick Lambert. Well, I think you were the one, Patrick Lambert, who pointed out to us earlier that Ireland won the last match against the West Indies. Sweet bread, I agree with that. It's like they're playing on 2 different wickets. You know, it's like they play and do different cricket. Why the hell didn't we bat first? Well, well, that's why I love this community, you know, boss. Mr. Cassava, you know, I can't answer that. You are all right. I am going to the. There will be a press conference immediately after this match, and so then I will. No, I don't. I don't have any question for Sheo. The thing is that honestly, I will go to the press conference, but I'm telling you the truth. I find it difficult to ask a question when the individual now who's the West Indies press officer, I find it difficult. You know, and I would have said it many times. There was you remember the question that I asked Carl Hooper, and he never went on radio, but he told a radio personality that he was the one who asked the question, and the person came forward on his show and said that that person was the one who asked the question. And I just find it difficult. You know, I find it difficult. So I will attend the press conference, but I find it difficult to ask question once that media officer is in charge. As Greaves, Hope flashes outside the half stump and pull out of the shot. But I will try and go to the press conference, definitely. Yeah, Lou Prudent, it seems that way too. It just seems like it's a different pitch. Look like Ireland seen gold at the end of the rainbow, indeed. J.C. Humphrey, he said that big franchise league money is on their mind. But let's watch this delivery from Mays, who bowls to open up his bowl through the gap. Ball comes back in, knock back, McGrath half stump, is bowled. 31 for 5, West Indies in deep trouble now. That pitch stop. The West Indies captain came on the front foot, big gap between bat and pad, mid and half stump, knock back. Wow. They're in trouble here, though. About Jason Humphrey, if big franchise league money is on their mind, this is not how they bat if they want big franchise money. Rally around the West Indies now and forever. Yes, rally around the West Indies. We will always do a Tina. Welcome, and you are such a legend of this community and a devoted follower of cricket. I said I was going to take a break after 20 overs. We may not last 20 overs. Even if we reach 20 overs, I can't take a break now. Because if I take a break, by the time I come back, West Indies may be bowled out. So we really need a big partnership here now between the Test captain and Justin Greaves. You know? Boy. 31 for 5. West Indies in a spot of bother. We really need a big partnership. And the Shea Hope fans not going to like this, you know. But you see that dismissal from Shea Hope a while ago, that's the exact dismissal why he's not playing Test cricket. That dismissal. See there, look at it. That's it. That is why he's not playing Test cricket. That's why he's afraid to play Test cricket. That dismissal. We have to support and respect coach decisions. One person, we have to support and respect the coach's decision, even if, in our opinions, it's not the best choice. Yes, Ron Perry, agree with you. Support and respect the coach decision and support him. But there comes a time, if those decisions are not working, the coach must go. No doubt about it. If the decisions the coach is taking while we support it, if those decisions are not working after a while, the coach must go. Let's watch now. He comes in, bowls to Greaves, and Greaves pull to mid-wicket. just out of the reach of the man at mid-wicket. They go for 1. They'll come back for 2. The ball goes very close to the boundary. They should turn for 3. If they don't turn for 3, I'm going to be angry. Well, they got 3 and just. As Chase love at the end of over number 10, the end of the power play. So yes, if so support coach decision, and even the thing about it, even just like when I called for Brathwaite to be removed as test captain, once Brathwaite was still the test captain, I always supported him. No one can say otherwise. I always do, and that's what I do. So if I believe that the coach should no longer be the coach, I will say so. But until he is removed, I still have to back him. So I back the coach decision. I may not respect the coach decision, but I back it. Let's put it differently. I may not agree with the coach decision, but I have to respect it and I have to back it. But if he continues to make decision that continues to cause the West Indies team to lose matches, there comes a time when he doesn't have a job. He shouldn't have a job because his decisions are not good. Driven through the gap magnificently by Greaves. He never timed it that well, but it reached the boundary now for 4, 39 for 5. Greaves move up to 7. Question Jason Humphrey. Can we see other games like West Indies versus Netherlands with Ireland overthrow them? I don't quite understand the question. You want to rephrase it? Richard Johnson is saying West Indies playing on a different pitch. It appears so. Mr. Casanova said that's it for us. Yeah, I'm very worried now. We're in big trouble, Mr. Casanova. And I agree. It appears that they are playing on a different pitch. They are getting the ball to do so much. 3 slips as he comes in, balls to Greaves, tucked it away through mid-wicket. They're gone for 1. It goes out to the boundary for 4. Brilliant shot by Greaves, He played that well, The bowler pitched up and he just whipped it away through mid-wicket and it goes into the boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Greaves. That will take him up to 11. I did say 3 slips. I misspoke. It's 2 slips. I actually count the keeper as a slip. I forgot that, So Ireland are attacking here. They are going in for the kill. There are 2 slips, backward point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket. A man on the fine leg boundary. As McCarthy comes in, bowls to Greaves, and Greaves played it to mid-on, and there is no run. He's in his 6th over. They are keeping on the spin, the seamers. 43 for 5. So if you look at it, 2 slips, backward point, cover, and mid-off, that's 5. Mid-on and a mid-wicket, that's 7. So although they can have a fielder within the circles, they still have 7. So just 2 fielders out. That's the backward square leg and the fine leg. As McCarthy is in his 6th over, 3 for 23. West Indies in trouble at 43 for 5. He turns at the top of his mark now. He's going to move in to Justin Greaves. Over the wicket, balls to Greaves, and Greaves drives to the man at mid-off who knocked it down, and there is no run. The score was it a drop catch? It looks like it was a drop catch, the way that McCarthy is looking at that fielder. So let's watch the replay, because we are not really seeing this, It was a difficult chance, but he should have taken it at this level. Mango Reeves said this is getting ugly. Difficult chance, but he should have taken it. Yes, they did beat us, but which West Indian expect that? But it seems to repeat itself. Yes. Mar, I'm never good at the emoji thing. I can't interpret them. Sammy and them can pack it up, said Mar. Well, Sammy, you see, you have to respect Sammy, because remember that he's the greatest West Indies cricket coach of all time. So you have to respect him. Over the wicket, balls to Greaves down the leg side, whipped away in the gap between backward square leg and fine leg. What a shot. Oh, lovely by Greaves. The score now moves up to 47 for 5. 3 boundaries out of this over. Greaves is on 15. So you have to respect Sammy, the greatest West Indies coach of all time, along with his computer. So enough respect to Sammy. Losing one match isn't the end of it. Sammy's going to turn it around. Of course, we have lost the last 3 T20 series. We have lost to Sri Lanka in the ODI series, but we beat England and Bangladesh. So give the big coach a chance. Driven magnificently through the covers by Greaves. That should be the end of Brian McCarthy's spell. 3 for 31 from his 6 overs. That should be the end. 51 for 5, Greaves, and 19. So yes, we have to respect the big coach. We have to respect the big coach and respect his computer and his algorithm bot and all of that, because he's the best thing that ever coached a West Indies cricket team. So he's going to turn it around. We know that he lost the last 3 T20 series. We know that. But he's going to turn it around because he's the big coach. Over the wicket, bowls dug out by the right-handed Chase down to the man at third man, 52 for 5. Yes, we must hold them accountable for their decision. Indeed, Ron Perry. Poor Moti is under pressure now. Shake my head, said Sean Observer. Yeah, we support but not stupid ideas. Right, Athena? That's the point. We support, but we are not blind. Our support is not blind. Exactly, Athena. Support, but that support is not blind. It's not that we are going to support whatsoever you do and we don't talk about it. We will, man. We will. We have to support you. I'm a bit worried, but we can still win, said Douglas Stewart. I believe that too, Douglas Stewart. But I'm not a bit worried. I'm very worried, though, Douglas Stewart. I don't see West Indies winning this match now. Well, it's going to be difficult, but I'm keeping faith. Samuel Kane. It's going to be difficult. Mayer's ball short to Greaves, and he pulls it away down back with a square leg into the boundary for 4 more. 56 now for 5. Greaves is playing a blinder here, Greaves is absolutely playing a blinder. So yes, Samuel Kane, it's going to be very difficult for us to win. But as a West Indies supporter, until that 10th wicket fall, you know me, I'm always going to have that, even that 0.5% of hope. Question, why the coach has to move? Why the coach has to move? You need to ask. I don't quite understand the question. You have to ask it. Could you add some clarity to it? Jason Humphreys saying that, Mr. Cricket Forum, when you go by the press conference, ask this question to the captain. Where is their passion, pride, and motivation for a West Indies team? Because they play with that for other teams. I could ask that, Said that Darren Sammy bring both white ball teams from the gutter, move in the right direction. So SOS Music Label is saying that Darren Sammy bring both white ball teams to the gutter, from the gutter. Outside the half stump, through to the keeper, and there is no run. It's SOX Music is saying that Darren Sammy bring both white ball teams from the gutter, move in the right direction. Well, explain, is that backed up by data though, SOS Music? I know that we moved from 9th to 3rd in the T20 format, but where are we now in that T20 format? Are we still 3rd? And when Darren Sammy took over the ODI team, where were we? And have we moved? Have we moved? Because currently West Indies is ranked 9th on the ODI table. West Indies is ranked 9th on the ODI table presently. you know. So, and I think that's where we were when Sammy took over. And we are now fifth on the T20 table because we have lost our last three T20 series. So maybe my perception of moving in the right direction does not align with your SOS music, you know. I agree that the team did move from 8th or 9th to 3rd, but it is now 5th on the T20 table and it is 9th on the ODI table. And I at no time were we below 9th on the ODI table. So it's okay to outside the half stump, played away through the covers down to the boundary by Greaves. Hey, Greaves is playing some shots here today, you know, man. Some real shots. He moves up to 28, 61 for 5. So SOX music, it is your right. It's perfectly natural and okay for you to support Darren Sammy, to be a fan of Darren Sammy. It is even your right, and it is perfectly okay for you even to be a fanatic supporter of Darren Sammy. Nothing wrong with that. And we respect that. As Greaves drove again through the covers, he's playing some blinder, and they soon have to put a sweep out there because he's playing some shots here, you know. So he moves up to what? 32? 65 for 5. Oh my Lord. So it's perfect. It is perfectly okay for you to blindly support Darren Sammy, and no one can take that away from you. However, don't push the wrong facts on persons. Driven inside edge, this time down to back with a square leg, they go through for a single, 66 for 5. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's your right. It is perfectly okay for you to support Darren Sammy blindly, fanatically, passionately. If he's your boy, he's your boy. I have a friend, you can't say nothing to him about Darren Sammy. That's okay. But don't push the wrong fact on persons. Some of the people of the Caribbean looking at, don't disappoint us because they're ready to drop you. But the thing about it, you know, Jangoo Small, my good friend from St. Kitts, over the wicket, bowls to the right-handed Chase, who swings like a madman at that one as it goes through to the keeper. He lost his shape. His left hand came off the bat, and he looked very agricultural just now. Look at that. His right hand say. I mean, when we were playing in quarters for a spot in the 25 ODI World Cup, we in Netherlands win, send home West Indies team. Okay? As Chase drove at that one, got the inside edge, and it goes down to fine leg for a single. Yes, so yes, we are 50. Out of 9 ODI matches, we won 6. DJ Campus TV. Good morning to the hosts and subscribers of the Cricket Forum. Big up yourself, DJ Campus TV, SOS Labor, Music Labor. Thank you. Good morning to the hosts and subscribers. Good morning, Mr. G. How you doing? How you doing? How you going? Pitched up, turn away into the onside. I'm a little worried, but still believe in West Indies win. Well, as I said, General, I am more than a little worried. I'm very worried, but Greaves is playing a blinder here. He's on 34. Chase is on 2. Over the wicket, bowls outside the half stump, and there is no run. Yeah, so SOS Music is saying that we have won out of the last 9 ODI matches, we have won 6, but that doesn't. But we are still in 9th position, you know, and I can name any cricketer you want in the world, any coach, any cricketer, any sportsman you want in the world. Tell me them, and I can pick out I can pick out a good performance from them. But what you really used to judge a person, is his overall performance. So tell me that Sammy won 6 out of the last 9 matches, and I'm not going to say anything more on Sammy, you know, because I don't want it to be, I don't want it to come across like I am anti-Sammy. So I'm not going to say anything more on it after this, because I don't want it to come across that I'm anti-Sammy. But what determines the quality of a sportsman is not a time when he did well, because you can pick out that for any sportsman, but it is body of work. Bowls to Greaves, who plays this off the front foot through forward of square. They go for 1. Will they come back for 2? They stay on 1. The score is 70 for 5. 70 for 5 is the score. Big up yourself, Elton. Condolences to you, man. I know it's a difficult time for you. That's TV and cricket power play. I know it's a difficult time for your boss, but hang in there. Do what you have to do. I know, boss. I know how difficult it is. Chase drove at that one outside the half stump, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. I know it's a difficult time, boss. I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel. I know how you feel, my brother. Hang in there, boss. Hang in there. Said things will be better tomorrow. Mr. Tucker, I know you're a betting man. Over the wicket, balls outside the half stump, steered away, brilliant stop at backward point, and he never stayed like forward after the ball hit on him fourth pose and allowed the ball to trickle away. He went for it quickly to prevent them from scoring any runs. So this is another McCarty. This is El McCarthy, you know. El McCarthy is a different McCarthy. So let's watch this delivery, and I come to DJ Campos TV, because he's telling me something that I don't know. And Elton is my good friend, you know. Up to the wicket, balls pitched up, Chase drove in the air on the bounce to the field at mid-off, and there is no run. The score remains at 70 for 5 with 1 to come in over number 14. Mr. Tucker, I know you're a betting man. The Maroon are Irish. My money is in my pocket. So, Elton, I never know that you're a betting man. TV and cricket power plays. The first is news to me that, you know, Nick Sport, our problem is West Indies. So, Nick Sport, so, pitched up, driven, wide of mid-on, who gets around field, no run, sends a return in to the bowler. At the end of the over, 70 for 5 after 14. 1 second. Sir Carlton, you believe in West Indies win because of the big coach out of St. Lucia? Sir Carlton, you believe in West Indies win because of the big coach out of St. Lucia? No, he's not. He's out of St. Lucia, but he's the biggest coach in. He's the biggest coach in the world. SOS Music Labor. And the biggest coach in the world, and you know that. He and his computer is algorithm bot. The biggest bot, not bat in a bot, B-O-T. The biggest thing man in the world, no doubt about it. Little balls, the left arm seamer balls to Greaves, who flashes outside the half stump, and there is no run. So So just going back through the West Indies innings. I ask the question, tell me the truth. When you're watching live stream on the cricket forum, when I'm streaming schoolboy cricket, you don't see the ball better than what you're seeing here. How Carty slip as Chase looked to turn that into the onside, half push at it, Sterling took the catch, 71 for 6. Look who got the wicket of Chase. Just a nothing shot from Chase. So West Indies 71 for 6, caught by Sterling. So let me run through the batting chart quickly. You know, I reach a point where I want this match to finish quickly. Yeah. So that I can rest for the ladies' game at 12:30. It's now 10:13. That match is just 2 hours. That match is just 2 hours away. I don't mind if this match finishes quickly now, because in my heart of heart, I can't see West Indies winning from here. The only thing I would love Greaves to get 100. I'd love Greaves to get 100. So I changed my mind. I don't want it to finish quickly. Brandon King took off the bowling of Barry McCarty for 19. Evelyn Lewis run out by Harry Tector for 2. Casey Carty caught little ball. Barry McCarty for 6. Shamar Hope bowl Mays for 2. Amir Jangoo LBW to Barry McCarty for 0. And Greaves. Is Greaves that got out just now? I thought it was Chase. I'm almost sure that it was Chase. Wow. Oh, it's Greaves that got out. So may as well this match finish quickly. You know, you hard to say that, Don't you hard to say that? Lima McCarty and Barry McCarty. Hard to say that, You just never want the West Indies to lose, although you want to say you want the match to. And you understand the logics I'm saying that this match finish, I rest for the women match, which start at 12:30. We go again because today is a long day. Then Manchester United play. Wow, it's a long, long day. It's a long, long day. Greg Faston is saying we wouldn't even know or be concerned about Darren Sammy today if West Indies had their former team to face Bangladesh in the late 2000s. Oh, I got you, Greg Faston. Yeah. I got your point. Because if the players never went on strike and Darren Sammy was asked to captain that team, he would probably never play for West Indies. And to be honest, Greg Faston, I share that view. I have a good friend though. Can't tell him that. Sometimes I wonder if he loves Darren Sammy more than his wife. Darren Sammy boy. I said West Indies will struggle to get 200 runs. You did said so, Brandon Webb. And if they get it, they will struggle for 2. At this time, it looks like they won't get 150. Loud appeal, not out, maybe too high. It appears that Ireland have no DRS. That is probably too high. So, Brandon Webb, you are spot on. It's very unlikely that if they get 200. No ball. So it was a no ball. Oh, it was a big no ball. The match is over, said Verdi Fiver. Sheldon Smith said, we cannot seem to be able to beat the lesser ranked teams. Scotland, Ireland, Afghanistan, you name them. Patrick Clark is, yes, Sheldon, it's a worry. It's a worry, man. It's a worry. Over the wicket, bowls, Ford swings, misses, goes through to the keeper. No run. Good point, that Sheldon Smith. Hey, Mr. Brown, good morning, sir. I have a question. No problem, Patrick Clark. Ask it. Performance Sports said One United, yes. One United. I ask you this question, One United. If someone were to tell you that West Indies will lose and Manchester United will win later, would you take it? Over the wicket come just little balls to the right-handed Ford, who played it away down back with a square leg for a single. The score goes up to 73 for 6 in over number 15. So One United, answer me, please. If someone were to tell you that West Indies was going to lose, but Manchester United was going to win later, would you take it right away? Would you bite off their hand, One United? We question that, you know. Brandon Webster makes no difference. Chase or Greaves. Yeah, well, I really wanted Greaves to make 100. He was 100. He was playing some shots. Leave alone by Chase outside the half stump. He was playing some shots, you know. Brandon Jacobs, how you doing? Good day to you too, sir. West Indies men is disappointing. The women will win. Show them how it is done. West Indies fans from South Africa. Big up Brandon Jacobs. We have another fan from, what's his name again? We have someone from South Africa. Always join us. So it's good to have you here, sir. We appreciate you, Brandon Jacobs. Just little the left arm seamer. Over the wicket, bowls to the right-handed Chase, who turned it away down back with a square leg for a single, 74 for 6. Brandon Webb said Sammy needs to go. Oh, Brandon Webb, oh, you must say that. Oh, you must say that, Brandon Webb. Sammy is the greatest coach of all time. And when you add his computer to it, it is out of reach. Little over the wicket, balls outside the half stump, Fords allows it to go through. End of over number 15, West Indies 74 for 6. So, how dare you, Brandon Webb, to come here and say that the greatest coach of all times should go? Come on, Brandon Webb. You have to do better than that. And you don't even have in his computer yet. You don't even have in his algorithm bot as yet. And you dare to say it is to go? Come on, Brandon. Come on. I'm disappointed in you. And the USA is playing right now against Oman. And yes, DJ Campus, I am yes, thank you for the update. What's the score in that match? I don't think I can take on L today. L? Who's L again, the champion? Gerald Music. We have SOS Music Label. We have Gerald L Music. Did West Indies have a warm-up match? They look rusty. No, to the best of my knowledge, no. The women did, but the men don't. But Shamar Hope in the interview did say that the boys are ready. Those interviews are on the home page. Up to the wicket, balls driven to mid-off by Chase, no run. It bounced off the fielder, but it stayed in front of him. And I played most of the interview yesterday that Hope would have given. And in it, he did say that West Indies is well prepared. I will try and see if I can find that particular interview in which he said West Indies is well prepared. Lima McCarthy bowled a peach of a delivery to Ruston Chase. It pitched down, it bounced, it leaves them. It goes through to the keeper and there is no run. 74 for 6. So he did say that. I'm trying to find it. That I don't remember exactly which one. Oh, I don't have it here. I don't have it here, but it's on the home page. don't have it here. I don't understand why I don't have it here. But it's on the home page where Hope said that the team don't have it. I do not have it. I do not have it here. You know, the only thing I have I have a comment from Shamar Hope here. I will play it after the end of the over. Let you hear it. Down the leg side, did that come off the pad? I have a comment here from him that you may be interested to hear, but I'll play it at the end of the over. Only one delivery. So they were there a long time, Sweetbread. They spent time in it, but all those clippings from those interviews with Shamar Hope, it's on the home page in the video section. You'll see them. I think it's about 4 clippings, and he talked extensively yesterday about the match. Lima Carty bowls to Ford, who covers up as if he's playing Test cricket. End of over number 16. The score is 75 for 6. I think after this over will be the drinks break. And I played that interview that Shamar Hope did yesterday. Some of you would have heard about it already. He was speaking about Test cricket and his plan for it. He was asked a question about Test cricket. Good morning. Looking at a disappointed outing. Yes, Philip Kane, we are disappointed. Orlando Francis saying, are the West Indies batting on a different pitch? It appears so. Yeah, it's someone said that from the beginning, and I was saying no, but somebody did say it. But no, it definitely looks so. Is it a different pitch, or the island bowlers are more skillful than ours? Little wide outside the half stump, leaves alone, goes through to the keeper, and there's no run. There's a lot of overs to bat, so Chase can do that. DJ Campos TV says, I'm taking a Man U win. West Indies players always seem to struggle on grass-top pitches over the years, said DJ Campos. But DJ Campos, I'm asking you the same question that I asked One United, and I don't know. Yes, he said yes, of course. So DJ Campos, let me ask you this question. Little ball, Chase, driven it through the gap, down to the sweep on the boundary, 76 for 6. If somebody had said to you before this match start, well, let's not use this match because yes, I can still use this match. If somebody had said to you, West Indies is going to lose, but Manchester United is going to win, would you have taken it? The screen freeze at frozen. I don't know if you are experienced a frozen screen also, or it's just me, but the screen, the feed coming in from Ireland as frozen. So we can go through some comment. And I can now play that Shamar Hope. West Indies still has 2 more games. We may win the series, of course. What is the purpose of our 4 days and 50 overs and this recent breakout league? What's the purpose of it? The purpose of it is to develop the talent in the Caribbean and as it suggests, the breakout league. And for West Indies to identify talent and to nurture those talent. And the purpose is always to develop the talent and give them a platform to express themselves. But I have always said it, no matter how much cricket you play, if you are not playing it the right way and at the right intensity, because persons seem to leave out that now, intensity. If you are not doing it often enough, at the right intensity and the right way, in which I when I say the right way, I mean using an approved techniques that will allow you to make runs. A technique that will allow you to stay at the wicket and make runs. Whatsoever that technique is, and that's why I use the word approve. because there's no one-way technique. A technique is effective as long as you can make runs. So unless you find a way to stay at the crease, unless you practice with intensity, because it doesn't make sense you're practicing and you're batting one delivery, for argument's sake. You're batting one delivery every 2 minutes. That's not practice. It doesn't make sense you're practicing and you're taking 5 minutes to bowl or over. It doesn't make sense. If you're practicing, if you're a pacer practicing, you should be taking 3.5 minutes to bowl or over. Yes, in a match, you are expected to take 4 minutes. So in practice, you take 3.5 minutes. A spinner, although still expected to take 4 minutes to bowl over in a match, one of the things about every good spinner, they are at you. They don't give you a chance to relax. So they try to whip through the overs within 2 minutes. So when I say practice at the intensity, practice doing the right things, that means using a technique that you are comfortable with and will allow you to stay at the crease and make runs. So that's what I mean by doing the right thing. So you practice doing the right thing. You practice with intensity. And thirdly, you practice until you cannot get it wrong. You don't practice till you get it right. You practice until you cannot get it wrong. I have made these points probably 1,000,000 times. If you play 1,000,000 tournaments a year time, if you are not doing those things, you will never improve, because you are still going to carry those bad habits into the matches. You're still going to go into match and don't make any runs. You're still going to go into match and not skillful bowling the ball. Because when you look at this performance from the Irish, they are definitely outskilling us with the ball. That's my opinion if you look at it. Keith Aaron is saying that Sammy must go. Well, I have addressed that already, Keith Aaron. How dare you to say the very best coach in the world should go? Who are we going to get that is better than him? I'd rather watch the women if they lose. I would feel disappointed, but I would not be shattered when the men lose. My energy felt drained, said Kingman. I really can understand that. I can understand that. Keith Aaron is saying, send a SOS for Robin Singh. You know, Keith Aaron, in the past, you used to talk about Robin Singh, and I used to appreciate the fact that you're a fan of Robin Singh and you want him to coach the team. But having heard some good information about Robin Singh, and I've done some research on him, he's a very good coach. West Indies allowed Ireland to score too many runs because we were not skillful with the ball. Dustin St. Louis. Dustin St. Louis, you made a comment the other day, and I think I replied to it. And I really, really think it was a very intelligent comment. I don't know, I can't remember at this time if I agree with everything that you said. Lima McCarthy bowls to Ford, who played it to mid-on, and they go through for a quick single, 85 for 6. I don't remember if I agree with everything that you said or some of what you said, but it was absolutely an intelligent post. And I always say this, you can reflect your opinion in an intelligent way, even if you disagree, and don't be rude. Some persons believe that once they disagree, they have to be rude. I understand. For those, as we watch Lima McCarthy bowl to Chase, who defends out into the offside, I understand that some persons are challenged not to be rude, but I'm encouraging you to say that you can express your opinions without being rude. And Dustin St. Louis, brilliant comment. I don't remember what it was, but I remember that you made a brilliant comment. But the reason why Ireland made so many runs is that we were not as skillful with the ball as the Irish. They are outskilling us with the ball. They are just bowling better, pull high in the air down towards fine leg, wide of the fielder, who allows it to bounce away from him, and they should come back for 2. No, they stay on 1. This poor running, 86 for 6 at the end of 18. The coach is to blame for everything, no matter which coach West Indies employ, he will get licks. This is, we expect a quick fix. Dustin St. Louis, make no bones about it. The coach is ultimately responsible for the performance of the team. If he is not ultimately responsible for the performance of the team, we don't need a coach. So if the team is not performing well, as you see on the table there, West Indies is 9th, Ireland is 12th. So if he's not ultimately responsible for the team, with performance of the team, we don't need a coach. So when the team lose, he's going to be blamed. And that's sports all over the world. Coach get fired, players don't get fired. I recognize sarcasm when I heard it said Brandon Webb. Thank Wayne. I won't respond to Brandon Webb there, you know. Wayne Talada. Wayne, welcome to the Cricket Forum. Good to be here. Over the wicket come little balls driven. Down to mid-off, slide around the fielder, no run, 87 for 6, 4 and 3, chase and 12. So SOS, you and Keith Aaron, love our West Indies team no matter what. Big up, guys. Yes, Fillmore Joseph, as you know, and everyone here love the West Indies team. It does not prevent us though from being critical. It doesn't prevent us from critique, yes, but we love, and you make a good point, love our West Indies team, because that's what I love, not the players, the team. We need a development coach who has the same unlimited power as Sammy. They should be given 5 years to turn the team around, said Sheldon Simmet. Little balls to Chase, who steered this into the covers. No run, the score remains at 87 for 6. So I love the opinions coming forward. Thank you, Sheldon. USA won the toss and choose to field. Oman is 74 for 4 off 18 overs. Oman can't beat the US, you know. You know, the truth is, DJ Campus TV. If West Indies is playing the US right now, you know, I want to blindly bet on the West Indies. I don't want West Indies to win, but I want to take it for granted that West Indies will win. Yeah, it's the truth, DJ Campus. TKR supporter. I saw a TKR supporter the other day in the live, in the comment section. I think he made a post. Yes, a TKR supporter. Welcome to the live show. One must use statistics in the right way to get the right results. Sammy PSL team has a poor run this year, and right now with this West Indies performance, is certainly not the greatest coach, said TKR supporter. Thank you for expressing your views, TKR supporters. I've expressed mine. I hope you respect mine. What the hell? You know that the Johnny Walker Black Star talk, you know. So as of now, I'm not responsible for what anything I say or do. Please blame Johnny Walker Black. Remember, Patrick Lambert is saying, yes, Carlton, the captain did say that the boy is ready to go. Yes, thank you for confirming, Patrick. The video is there. But what he didn't say was they were ready to go down and under. Yes, Patrick, please remember to slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. Remember, you know, and share. Please share the video. Please share the video. So what's this? So West Indies 9th and Ireland 12th. Yes, I remember yesterday I told Ireland were 37 ranking points behind the West Indies. So there it's confirmed. We need to stop playing on the coach for West Indies bad performance. The players need, and Lyndon Stevens, I'm saying again, what is the responsibility of the coach? What is the role of the coach? Please tell me, what is the role of the coach and what is the responsibility of the coach? Please tell me, Lyndon Stevens. Because I am, and with all due respect, I said this to you, Lyndon Stevens, and everyone who follows elite sport all over the world knows that the coach is ultimately responsible for the team performance. And if he is not ultimately responsible for the team performance, we don't need a coach. Coach is ultimately. He picked the team, he trained the team, he must get them to execute. Hope was not convincing in that interview, said Sweetbread. It didn't seem like he believed what he was saying. Okay. Oh, I did say that I have something to play from Hope. Driven down the ground. One more to the total. Let me line it up so that at the end of the over. So it's I love the banter that is going on between Gerald Music, Pete Aaron, SOX Music. Keep it going, guys. I love it. I'm very disappointed with the West Indies right now. Man out already, said Roxanne. 6 of them. I am darling. I am Roxanne. I am disappointed, Roxanne. Gray. I think I know her, you know. Do I know her? Are you a nurse from Jamaica, Roxanne Gray? You know, what a sad thing, man, that nurse incident. But, you know, I try not to get in those things on the show. But that, it was a sad occasion, you know. The ladies will wipe out the shame from the lazy boy, said Patrick Lambert. He's out stump, you know. Matthew Ford is out stump as Brian got his man. And the keeper whipped off the base in a flash. Is that Tucker? Is Tucker or Tucker? Tucker is the keeper. He whipped off the base. They're going to check it. But it appears that Matthew Ford has dragged out his feet. You know, I must add my voice to state my displeasure with the incident that happened to that nurse. I am not one who, I try not to get into anything apart from sport, but then sometimes some things come up and it really affects one, and the incident did affect me. If you know, you know. I'm not going to elaborate on it because it's something that affected me emotionally. And today I stand with the nurses of Jamaica. You know, I stand, you know, he's not out. I don't think he's out, you know. I hope he hasn't walked off the field because I don't think he's out. He's still there. So he's not out. He clearly got his foot back down on time. You know, so I stand with the nurse. I appreciate the banter that is going on. Wayne Talada, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? I told you I am not responsible for anything I said, you know, Wayne Talada. John, let me drink some water, thanks. Because I told you that Johnny Walker Black Star talk now, you know, and you provoke me. You provoke me about Spurs will go win. Don't provoke me here. Don't provoke me. Don't provoke me. I told you that Johnny Walker Black Star talk and you talk about Spurs gonna win. What's wrong with you? Don't provoke me, man. Let's get back to the cricket. 93 for 6. Match of 4 is not out. Lima McCarthy bowls to the number 10 Chase, who pulled this high in the air. Let's see if it gone all the way. Yeah. I'm looking around, see if I can see the ball, but the camera not picking it up. But it's 6 runs. It's into the stands. Sir, just a question. Should King, Lewis, Carty be opening based on West Indies' recent result? They are inconsistent. No, Brandon Jacobs, they are not. They are not, Brandon Jacobs. As was pointed out there by SOS Music Labor, we have won 6 of our last 9 games. We have won, and those guys have been consistent performance. Carty, indeed, to the best. And I'm going from memory here. Maybe if you check the numbers, he may be second. But my mind is telling me that based on the numbers, Carty has been our best ODI batsman for the last 18 months. He has scored more runs than anyone of our other batsmen in Test cricket, in ODI cricket, sorry. So, no, and Lewis and King. The top 3 has been consistent. You don't win 6 out of 9 matches if players are not playing well enough. In a Brandon Jacobs. So you don't do that. The players have to be playing well for you to win 6 out of 9 matches. And I think we're going to come back and win the other 2 matches. These insipid performance cannot be allowed to continue, agree? 99 for 6 West Indies, it was a 6. I hope the players know that each one there played from today till next year is important for World Cup qualifications. Yes, Shay Hope did mention it. Chase plays this into the onside and they go for a single. You know, the Johnny Walker Black Star talking, man. And you know say it a talk because I sweat like hell, boss. So you know say it a talk, Jaja help me. It's a talk. I drink some more water. Christopher Bristol, big up yourself. That's Francis fellow. Are these guys even trying in this match? Oh, he's taken on the family Joel and he's down. That's match of 4. He looks to pull Lima McCarthy and struck flush on the family Joel. He readjusting his box. Every time I leave my lecture early to watch West Indies, they struggle, said Michael Douglas. Welcome to the show, Michael Douglas. I was asking if you were not here earlier. Good, welcome to the show. Kingman said, was trying to say when the women lost is disappointing, but I know we only have 2 to 3 good players on the women team. But seeing the men lost against these bottom of the table team is sad, very sad. What if Sammy had worked with Kohli? Just a playful thought. Well, what Jamar Smalls, remember I did said it, I had put forward my position there. I can repeat it for this audience. Down the ground, pleasant shot by Matthew Ford. Good shot that. Oh, what a lovely shot. He's on the front foot and stroke it down the ground for 4. West Indies 104 for 6. So my thought on that. Well, Shay Hope said that they were there long enough and they are ready to go. We can only go by what the captain said. Let's watch Lima McCarthy comes in, bowls to Chase, who dabbed it down. Sorry, Ford, who dabs it down for the 3rd man. Will they come back for 2? Well, good running. Finally. You know that match of Ford was like 15 yards past the stump at the strikers end. That means that he played the ball while Chase never reached his ground as yet, and he was at the non-strikers end. So it is sad. It is sad.
And somewhat close cricket. If the opportunity arises again, I'll be happy to take it.
So yes, share of the question was asked if he interested to play test this long time. Well, if the internet is back, no, but the TV would have gone. So here's Shay Hope reply. Ask the question, will he play test cricket again? Matt Bryan. All right, the spinner is bowling. Let's take the over and then we'll come to Shay Hope. You have to listen carefully because it's very short. Matt Bryan bowls to Chase, and Chase off the back foot, beaten outside the half stump as the Dusra leaves him and he never picked it. 106 for 6, 21.2 overs. Chase is on 25. Matthew Ford is on 9. The required run rate is still under 7. West Indies can win this. West Indies can win this. Matt Bryan to Chase. Chase turn this away through mid-wicket. They gone for 1. They will stay on 1. Return comes in. And the score goes up by 1 to 108 for 6. The thing is with West Indies, 108 for 6, I did say that I would leave at the 20th over. I may still leave now, because what I'll do is probably leave. I can't leave. Because those 4 wickets may fall quickly. So what I'll do, I'll take it easy then. And try to stretch it out. It look like the water work for the Johnny Walker Black, because it's look like I'm coming back to myself. If you realize that the Johnny Walker Black Eve. So sad. Hope captain the CPL games and he is not capable. He performs better as a player, said Rob. And Rob, we appreciate your opinion. Thank you for your views. You're always welcome to express them here. Off the back foot goes Ford and he just tapped it into the onside and there is no run. They score 109 for 6 in over number 22. In fact, one delivery to come. There's a slip in place. Matt Bryan, the right arm off spinner, bowls to Ford and Ford is out. Played it to the man at mid-wicket. End of over number 22. 109 for 6. So here's Shay Hope when he was asked about if we'll play test cricket again.
I'm certainly looking forward to playing some white close cricket. If the opportunity arises again, I'll be happy to take it. I'm certainly looking forward to opportunity arises again. I'll be happy to take it.
I don't know what is happening to it, but those of you who hear the interview, he said that he's certainly looking to play some white close cricket again. When he was asked if he'll play test cricket again, he's certainly looking to play some white close cricket again. That's what he said. So let's go over the wicket. Taken on the gloves, he has to flash it off. There's Chase. And he's calling out the physio. That one looked to it, man. So Lyndon Stevens said that sentiment is not. That's not a sentiment, Lyndon Stevens. That's not a sentiment. That's the fact. That's the reality on the ground. The coaches are ultimately responsible for the performance of the team. And if the players are playing badly, the coach is to be blamed. Or the coach is always blamed. And when the players play badly, who get fired? The coach. That's the reality. It's not different. So as I said to SOS Music, Lyndon Stevens, I have a friend who's a die-hearted supporter of Sammy, I sometimes I even think that he loves Sammy more than his wife. He's a die-hearted Sammy. And I'm saying nothing is wrong with supporting Sammy. It's your right. We respect your right to support Darren Sammy. But don't push wrong narrative in an effort to support Darren Sammy. Don't push the wrong narrative. Don't try and push the wrong narrative on us, because in every form of elite sport, when the players are not performing, the coach is ultimately responsible and he get the blame. He picked the squad, he picked the playing 11, He trained them. He must get them to execute. If he doesn't get them to execute, he is responsible and he'll be fired. You see how many coaches get fired over these same players? And they always rotating these same players. Always rotating these same players. Some of them shouldn't be in the squad anymore because they have failed so often. And they have fired so many coaches. And these coaches, all of them come and pick in the same players. And what is going to happen? They'll be fired and the players will still be there. They need to get rid of some of these players and try some other persons. Whether young or old, just try some other persons. Just try. Just try some other persons. West Indies is a poor cricket team. Be realistic. None of these batsmen is an international performer like Lara Chandapal or Samuel, said Harvey Lynch, the survivalist. Thank you for your opinion. We appreciate it. Who's going to fire the boss? I don't know who is the boss, you know. Let's put down the first match as getting calamities to conditions. Beaten outside the off stump, through to the keeper. Do you mean climatize? You use the word calamities there to condition. I think you mean climatize, Glenn Campbell. But I said listen to the interview from Shamar Hope. It's on my Hope page. It is clear as day. He said that we are ready. We are here long enough. The guys, as soon as they came off the plane, they were ready. What can West Indies fans do for West Indies to improve the cricket? Hold them accountable. Put pressure on them. Put pressure on them. Don't support the team, but don't support the foolishness. Support the team, but don't support the foolishness. You know? Support the team, but not support the foolishness. Harvey Lynch is saying, we are all driven down the ground magnificently. The umpire was in trouble. It goes into the boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Chase. That was sweet. Down the ground. Umpire after duck. And it goes into the boundary for 4. Good eyesight, umpire. Well done. Glad nothing happened to you. 113 for 6. Chase has moved up to 32. So number 6 and number 7. You know, I remember having the top 5, who in the top 4 that is going to make the most runs of the top 4. And I did say it wasn't necessarily who is going to make the most runs in the team, but who's going to make the most runs in the top 4. And it turns out that Greaves and Chase. The Greaves made 35 and Chase is now on 32 from 44 deliveries. You know, so it's good going. Love the bluntness, said Rob. Rob, I just try to keep it factual, you know, because I, driven by Chase inside edge onto his pad, trickled out to extra cover, no run, 113 for 6. End of over number 23. I just try to keep it factual, you know, because I pride myself on being very biased towards the fact. I've pride myself on being biased toward performances. I pride myself on looking at the data and assessing the data without bias. I am biased towards performances. I am biased towards data. I'm biased towards good cricket. I am not biased towards player. No, I am biased towards the West Indies cricket team. I love the West Indies cricket team. I love the West Indies cricket team as a collective. I said it many times, as a collective. Matt Bryant comes in, bowls to the right-handed forward who turned this into the deep backward square leg era, and they go through for a single. Because really and truly, I don't know. You may have individual players that you know. I don't know these players. Personally, I don't know them. So I can't like them because I don't know them. I can't dislike them because I don't know them. I just have no opinion on them, and my only opinion on them is about cricket. So I love the West Indies team as a collective and support it as a collective. I have said this many times, and person knows my position. 114 for 6. Matt Bryant comes in, bowls to Chase, and Chase off the back foot played it back to the bowler. So unless I know an individual personally, then I can make an opinion. Then I can form a decision, but I don't know them personally. So I'm not in a position to dislike anyone. I'm not in a position to like anyone. Down the pitch come Chase, played it into the onside, they go through for a single. So this is a fairly good performance from Chase. So I love the way Greaves was batting before he got out. I'm disappointed that he got out. I love how these twos are batting, and they are making me very happy now with their performance. And they have given me hope that West Indies can still win this match, because we just need about a little over 7 runs per over to win. If it goes down to 20 overs remaining and we need 150, 160 to win, we still have hope, especially if these two are batting as force back that one down the pitch to the ball and there is no run. End of over number 24, 115 for 6. Honestly, these guys can do better. It's just laziness. But and SOS, but that's a big point to make, and that's a point against the coach. Saying that the guys are lazy and they can do better, you're giving an opinion against the coach. Because the coach is the one who's to motivate them to run through a brick wall for him. Yeah. So, I understand, Rob. What do the data indicate? Where is West Indies on the ODI ranking? 9th. They are 35 ranking points ahead of Ireland, as Chase covers up from Lima McCarthy, who played it down to mid-on, and there is no run. 115 for 6. Therefore, we should be beating Ireland. That's what the data indicate, but we are not doing it because I don't think we bowl at our best. You saw that. If you look at our Ireland bowl and you look at how the West Indies bowl, they outskilled us. They outskilled us with the ball. Chase played it back to the bowler, Lima McCarthy, and there's no run. So none for 21 from his 5.2 overs is McCarthy. West Indies 115 for 6, Matthew Ford and 10, Raston Chase and 33. The required run rate is touching up now to 7.5. So once it is below 8, I still think that we have a chance. So if 20 overs to go and we need 180, I still think we have a chance. Bowls to Chase, who defends out into the onside. I don't know if it is me or if it's my TV too bright and I need to adjust it to be a little more contrast, but I am not really seeing the ball. So please tell me if it is me. Be realistic with what? Win what? West Indies bowlers were wasting many loose balls. Let's watch now as comes in now. Bowls to Chase and Chase defend. Harvey Lynch, we don't have to have that tone, That tone is not necessary. But in all likelihood, Ireland is going to win this match. But I'm making the point that if Butson maybe don't play the cricket, But I'm just trying to assess it. Should we reach 130, which is possible, 135, say, should we get 20 off the next 5 overs? 2025, I said a runner ball, 30 after the next 5 overs. And we will be 146 for 6 off the next 5 overs after 30 overs. It means, therefore, we'll need 158 to win off 20. And if these two boys are still batting, although I'm saying a lot of if, we have a chance. We have a chance. And if it comes down to 10 over remaining and we need 85 to win and these two boys are still batting, which is a lot of if, we have a chance. So I'm not ruling it out as yet. It is very unlikely that West Indies can win from here. But I am not prepared to rule out a victory just yet. And it just shows that if the top order had stood up and bat, what was possible. It just showed that, It just showed. But there, 19262035. The telephone number. Shamar will come. Shamar will come good, just lack of match practice. That's Shamar Joseph. Well, everybody hopes that he comes good, but his first ODI, he bowled 10 overs for 72 runs. But that is something that I've said, though, that for Shamar to become a very good ODI and T20 bowler, he needs to be playing ODI and T20. So I'm hoping that he does come good. As Ford padded that one down to 5 leg for 4 more, and the score goes up to 125 for 6. 125 for 6. So clearly, the mindset of the West Indies batsmen have switched gear. So while I had said, if they bat another 5 overs, they will reach 150. Yeah, and I've said it many times that Shamar is not ready to play ODI cricket yet, but the only way that he's going to really become a good ODI cricketer is to be playing more white ball cricket. And in his first ODI, he went for 72 runs. And in the one today, just checking how many he went for, his 7 overs went for 51 runs. So again, he went for 7.2 runs per over. I believe that he will improve, but those are not good bowling performances. Off the back foot goes Chase, and he played this down to the fielder on the cover boundary. One more to the West Indies, 127 for 6. $127 for 6. Mikel is saying, after back foot goes forward and he strokes it down to long on for a single. These two batsmen should bat as long as possible. What I always ask the question, Mikel, I hear that all the while. I honestly don't know what it means, because for me, every batsman that goes out there don't want to get out and he wants to bat as long as possible. So I always ask the question, though, Mikel, what as long as possible means? I don't know what it means. Honestly, I always ask the question. I heard it's an overused jargon. Commentators all over the world use it, but I always ask, what is batting as long as possible mean? The pacer blade, he have some nice variety in his bowling. Yeah, but he's not in Ireland. I think he's playing in the match later today. Is today the match playing? I think he's playing today for the 18th. So he's not in Ireland. Barbados should break away from West Indies cricket and stand alone. They would be successful. Brandon Webb, tell it to your cricket board and tell it to your government, and you guys get going. Tell it to your cricket board and tell it to your government. Write a letter. I think, Brandon Webb, you should write a letter to your government and write a letter to your cricket board, and probably you can get a petition, get out a petition and carry it across, put it online and ask persons to sign, you know, and ask persons to sign the petition that Barbados should become listed. Just, I think that's what you should do. Harvey Lynch is saying, Mr. Brown, professionalism begins with the individual and then the coach, not the other way around. Well, you have your own theory. A team that consistently depends on its bowlers to rescue it is a poor batting team, said Harvey Lynch. And these are the opinions that I respect. I respect the right of an opinion to of a person to express their opinions, but these are the opinions that are formulated in an effort to support an individual, and it doesn't reflect trends and customs and cultures, but it is formulated, and we need to stop it. You know, we need to understand that on this show, as that is edge away down to third man for 4 more by Rastan Chase, he moves to 42. In this community, we are fully aware of tradition, customs, international trends, you know, you name it. We are fully aware of how things is done. So you're really making that point, Harvey Lynch, to think that you are probably not in such a very intellectually mature community, so you can tell them anything. And so you are trying to create a position to say the coach is not responsible for motivating his team. The coach is not responsible for getting his team to execute. That's what you're trying to portray, and that's not going to cut it in a mature intellectual community like this one, who is very well aware of trends and traditions and processes and cultures and the norms. Moti had a 50 not out and 44 not out in his last 2 ODI matches. Yeah. What's your view on dismantling of the West Indies and each island stands alone, said Rowan Perry. Backward step, can't happen, should not happen. Should not happen, won't happen. The cricket boards are not going to allow it. All right, let me start with one of the most important things. Look at the countries in the West Indies. The only sport, 2 sports. There are 2 sports in the world that teams in the West Indies are ranked higher than the West Indies test team, than the West Indies team. In ODI, we are 5th. In one day international, we are 9th. And in test cricket, I will tell you in a short while. In test cricket, I think we are 8th, but I will tell you in a short while. We are 8th also in test cricket. Which other sport are we ranked higher as an individual nation than in cricket in the world? Which other sport? Tell me. So cricket is our highest ranking sport in the world, and that will not, for most Caribbean islands, for the vast majority of them, I think except one, cricket is our highest ranking sports in the world. What that tells you is that we do not have the resources to develop our other sports to a world-class level. We do not have those resources to develop those other sports to a world-class level. That's swept away. Now, West Indies is receiving about 30 million US dollars a year from the ICC. 30 million US dollars a year from the ICC. Every year, every month, I think each of the 6 regional board gets 67,000 US dollars from West Indies every month. Just that's basic. They get more to do other things depending on the program that is going on. But that is like a basic stipend every month, 67,000 US dollars. In Jamaican money, that's about 10 million Jamaican dollars a year. Where will that money comes from? Where will the Windward Islands Cricket Board find 67,000 US dollars a year? Or not even the Windward Islands, say St. Vincent or St. Lucia or Antigua. You know, and I go to those smaller countries. I know Jamaica can't find it, but I go to those smaller countries first because those economies are smaller than Jamaica. So where will they find that money when they can't find enough money to put a badminton team together, a proper badminton team, a football team together? When they can't find enough money to put a good schoolboy football program in place, and so what will replace that money if they go it alone? You know, so it's that's the first question you answer. You know. So Brandon Webb is saying, I am not of the opinion that the coach is to be blamed because the players are not schoolboys and must play responsible and accountable performances. And that one goes away for 4, so it's 140 now, 144 for 6. So I asked the question, I see it, a number of persons are saying the coach is not to be blamed, the coach is not to be blamed. And I asked a question, what is the responsibility of the coach, and who is ultimately responsible for the performance of the team? Answer those questions, please. Answer those questions. Answer those questions. What is the responsibility of the coach, and who is ultimately responsible for the performance of the team? Plenty, I said plenty mango, said Atina. Plenty mango. I don't quite understand the first word, Atina. I don't know if it was planting you want to say or what it is. 144 for 6. Bowls to Ford, who turned this to short mid-wicket. They go through for a quick singer. And Chase again was lumbering like a 18-wheeler. And they shied at the bowler's end, but the fielder misses and they get through this to the singer. So 145 for 6. Chase is on 45 and Ford is on 28. Brandon Webster, netball, Jamaica. Yeah, well, yes, netball, Jamaica, we are high ranking. We rank higher than the cricket team. Lovely delivery outside the half stump. Chase pushes lazily at that one, and it goes through to the keeper and there's no run. 145 for 6. Yes, so the Jamaican netball team ranked number 3 in the world. So that's one of the teams that is ahead of the West Indies. And there's another sport in which as a country is ranked higher. So Patrick Lambert is saying 55 or 44 over the wicket balls driven. Look at, and these are the things that I'm looking at. Look at that shot from Greaves and Chase. The ball beat him outside the half stump, yet still he's playing to mid wicket. Outside the half stump, just little this left arm seamer over the wicket, seam the ball away from him. And he's as the right hander, he's playing to mid wicket, and the ball is outside the half stump. And what makes it worse is that he held the pose. He held the pose. So clearly he doesn't realize that the left arm is seaming the ball away from him, pitch outside the half stump, angling it across of it. He doesn't realize that he shouldn't be playing to mid wicket, because there's no way you should be holding that pose, because it looks ugly. So I say my statement above place the responsibility on the individual and not just the coach. I am going to stop this coach argument, because I hope I didn't say anything when Johnny Walker Black was in charge that I shouldn't have said. Whipped away by Chase through mid-wicket, going out towards the boundary. The fielder gave Chase, and he picked up just about 1 foot within the boundary, sends the return in West Indies 146 for 6. Comes in now, bowls to Ford, who swings this away, high in the air. Chase, I should say. It drops and bunks away. Let's watch the signal. That was a lovely shot. The umpire still don't know if it had gone all the way, but that's a lovely shot by Chase. Down on one knee, off the half stump. If that had hit him, it would have hit him outside the half, but well played. So we are waiting on the signal. Nonetheless, the West Indies 150 is up. 29.3 overs. We are waiting whether it is 6 or 4. So we are still waiting. These batsmen don't understand the technical rudiments of the game, said Arvin Lynch. It appears so. It appears so at times. It definitely appears so. So we're moving up to 19 past 11. So they're still waiting. So let's see now. The thing is that we are not seeing the ball. So the ball is right to the right of the screen. It looks like it bounced inside to me, but it's very difficult. And this is what when you don't have enough camera, 4 runs, 152 for 6 after 29.3 overs. And that's why I asked for your support, so that I can install some more cameras. So Chase is on 51. That's his half century. Well played. He's off the back foot. Strokes it down the inside of the wicket, and there's no run. So congratulations to Chase for bringing up his half century. We appreciate that, but the job is not yet over, young man. So continue, please. Over the wicket, balls to Chase. Oh, he plays a cavalier up and over shot, but there's a field on the cover boundary. You know those shots where Jeffrey Dujan used to play when off the back foot and he just hit it through the covers? Oh, all the cavalier, all the West Indian flavor into that one. The only difference is that probably it would have gone all along the ground, and it would have beat the fielder. Let's watch Matt Bryant bowl to Ford, who goes deep in his crease. Look to turn it down back with a square leg. The keeper field just at the edge of the square. 30 overs have been bowled, so we have achieved our first target. I told you the first target was to bat the 30 overs. I had said 135, but we reached 153. So we need 151 from 20 overs. It's gettable. It's gettable. And these two batsmen are well set. It's gettable. It's absolutely gettable. It's 11:21. The women game will start very shortly. How can I do this? Can I really do this? Can I left from here and go to the women game? Just need to probably slow down a little. Please remember though to slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button. It is very important, and share. And again, I ask for your support to enhance the quality of our live stream of cricket, because as you know, we stream schoolboy cricket in Jamaica. Again, the same shot that I told you about Chase. The ball is angling across him and he's playing to mid-wicket. And this is where I think coaching comes in, you know. Send out a message and said, Chase, the ball can't be angling across and you're playing to mid-wicket. Look at the ball and play it through the offside. You know, you can't assume that, well, him is a pro, so he needs to know what to do. I am not in that. Little to Chase, and Chase plays this to mid-off and he runs very hard. The underarm flick misses the stump and they go through for a single, 154 for 6. So there now, he didn't went for the big flick through the onside. He makes sure that he backs up the ball, played it to mid-off and run hard, because he's clearly having challenges batting Little. Little is 1 for 41 from his 6.2 overs. Just Little turn, the left arm seamer. He's going to bowl to Matthew Ford, who's on 29 from 39 delivery. He's bowling round the wicket. So there's a backward point and a short mid-wicket. Those are the two fielders I'm seeing. He bowls to Ford, who swings and misses. It goes through to the keeper as it climbs past the batsman's shoulder and through to the keeper. The batsmen don't understand. You can take the cow to the water, but you cannot force it to drink it. That is so true, Patrick Lambert. You can take the cow to the water, but you can't force him to drink it. But you know what to do, Patrick Lambert? If that cow won't drink the water, you said, well, you know what? I'm not carrying you back to the river. I'm going to get somebody else. I'm going to get another cow who I know will drink. So I'm not going to waste my time take you to the river or take you to the water. No, you stay there. You don't need to be in my pen. It's not pen, it's cow pen they call it. As Matthew Ford flicked this away down to back with a square leg for a single, 155 for 6. Is it cow pen? Pasture. So you don't need to be in my pasture, because since you won't drink the water, I need cows that will drink the water. Is this no ball? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's a no ball. It would be good if it's a no ball. I don't need cows that are not drinking the water. I can't waste my time on you. I can't allow you to continue to frustrate me. So I'm going to get some cattle that will drink the water. So you see when no run as Chase played that to mid-off. So you see when the cow realizing that, oh, sure, him stop carrying me go drink water and him no need me again. And him realize that those other cows are drinking the water, he will start drinking it, man. Yeah, Sheldon, that's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making, Sheldon Smith. T20 match, 160 can be had, of course. Yeah. Peeled off the outside edge, down towards backward point, not seeing the ball. I don't know what happened there. They got a singer. I don't know if you are seeing the ball now. Please tell me if it is my television or you're not seeing it. But it's 156 for 6 after 31 overs. So 19 overs bowled, and you need 144 and 4. You need 148 to win from 19 overs. It can get. So that's the drinks break. It's a drinks break. I'll be back with you shortly. Short. Yes, I think the runs can get 148. We're at the drinks break, T20 match. Jamaica is second in the world in track and field by World Athletics. Yes, Kingman. So those were the two sports I was talking. So I'm glad that I'm happy. I didn't list them myself because I love it. You know, just like how I asked, what are the responsibilities of the coach? You know, and who's ultimately responsible for the performance of the team. I want you to tell me. You know, so yes, so Jamaica is the only track and field, and in netball, Jamaica rank higher than the West Indies cricket team. So it's really our highest ranking team in the world. You know, I remember 2 years ago, before they found the the oil in Guyana, and we'll love the fact that Guyana has oil. I think although the oil is found in Guyana, I think that the ripple effect of that oil is going to spread across the Caribbean. I do think so because if your neighbor is rich, and you are ambitious, you will become rich. So I think by extension, the ripple effect as the Guyana economy grows, it will benefit the rest of the Caribbean. That's my opinion. So I'm very glad that oil is found in Jamaica. Well, I hope that in Guyana, well, I hope that what I said becomes a reality in the not too distant future, that oil is found in Jamaica. So, however, before the oil was found in Jamaica, 2 years ago, in Bahamas, there were 6 persons from the Guyana track and field team who could not come back home. You know, you recall it, 6 persons. Because, you know, and that don't happen to the West Indies team. That doesn't happen when they are playing regional cricket and West Indies is responsible for it. Because the resources are there to take care of these things. And Guyana also, you remember, I think it was either last year or earlier this year, the cycle team turned up at the airport one of the airports in Guyana, because there are 2 airports in Guyana. But they turned up at one of the airport and they could not leave because their flight was not booked. So you can imagine how those youngsters felt then, so whenever one talks about going it alone, I always tell them what I told the young man just now. Get out a petition, go to your cricket board, go to your government, and then find out how it will be financed. What will replace the approximately 70,000 US dollars a month that Cricket West Indies give to your cricket board? What will replace that? And when you can come up with a sustainable way to replace that, then you petition your government. Atina is saying, agree, get another cow. Yes, Atina, get another cow. Jangoo Small is saying, don't tell me Johnny Walker Black went with your eyesight, lol. So is it, Jamor, is it me not seeing the ball? Well, I'm seeing it now. Well, Jamor, was it me? Wow, seriously? Wow. I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking anymore. No, I'm not drinking anymore. Sorry. Down the pitch, come forward as he cleared the boundary. You bet 6 runs. So it's 163 for 6. And Matthew Ford moves up to 36. I'm now hoping that England bat first in the T20 match, so that at the end of this match, I'll get a break. So if England bat first, then I'll do the watch along at the start of the West Indies innings. So I'm really, really hoping that England will bat first, because I will definitely need to take a little break after this match. But I really appreciate all of you in the live chat. You have been wonderful, and this is what a community is all about. This is what a family is all about. We disagree. We don't always agree on everything. But once we keep it respectful, at the end of the day, we are one family. We are one community. It would be very boring, very boring in such a big community if we all agree. A matter of fact, you don't always agree with even the closest persons to you, even your own soul. You don't always agree. I mean, but at the end of the day, you are one family. So we keep the disagreement respectful. We keep our talking and our tone respectful. And once we disagree, nothing wrong with being disagreeing, nothing wrong with taking different position. We should not be offended by the position of others. We should raise our position on 5 more runs to the West Indies as Dockrell bowl wide down the leg side. Chase looking to sweep. The keeper missed it. Wide signal by the umpire, and it runs away into the fine leg boundary behind the keeper for 5 wide. West Indies 169 for 6. 169 for 6. Right. And I think our next target is for these two to bat until the 40th over. And if we need less than 80 runs to win at the 40th over. Oh, what happened there? Chase just didn't pick arm ball. Chase didn't pick an arm ball right between bat and pad. Look at it. Dockrell to Chase. He comes forward and his ball between the gap. He never picked the arm ball. Look at that. He just pushed at it. A trailer could drive between that bat and pad. Wow. Well played, Chase, but you should have carried on. Ball by Dockrell for 55 from 76 deliveries. Not a bad innings in the grand scheme of things, though. You wanted him to carry on, but this is what I'm always interested in about cricket now. And Moti come to the crease. If I think Mikel had said Moti had made 50 and 44 in his last 2 innings. Yes, I can recall that. And someone had said Moti will need to make more than that for us to win today. But if he made 50 and Matthew Ford makes 100, that's 113. So we'll be 282. So the other 3 batsmen between not 3, 2. There's 2 more batsmen. So, So basically, we need more Alzarri Joseph come ahead of Moti. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Not many persons will agree with this. But that was right through the gate. The arm ball, Rastan Chase never picked it. He never picked the arm ball, and it came back through the gate and bowled him. So Barry McCarty, who started the bowling, bowls to Ford, who swings and misses. It goes through to the keeper. One United is saying water is more expensive than oil. Yes, true. One United. Yeah. Chase and Ford needed to get 100 in order to win. They never get it. They played well, though, Chase played well, but he never picked the arm ball. And so the question that I want to ask, do you blame Chase for batting that long and never picked the arm ball? As Ford covers up inside edge, down to back with a square leg, 1 more to the total, 170 for 7. A man who's on 55 faced 76 deliveries. Should he have picked the arm ball? You know, did the drinks break have an effect on his concentration? So those are questions to be answered. Did the drinks break have an effect on his concentration? Should he have picked the arm ball? So I ask those things to generate discussion. So tell me your viewpoint. If West Indies lose the match, is it Chase that dash it away because he was the batsman who was set? Should he have carried on to a big 100 because he was well set? As Alzarri Joseph covers up and plays that down back the pitch. So should he, those are the questions that I want. Should West Indies go on to lose this match? Would you say Chase dash for the match? He was the batsman who would have been well set. Hope on 55 from 74 deliveries. He almost guaranteed that Hope is going to make 100. He would have been well set as Chase was. Chase have test 100, so he can bat over the wicket, bowls outside the half stump. Joseph leaves alone. Nothing wrong with that. We still need less than 8 runs per over to win. Take a few balls, get yourself in, and crack something. Give us. So I'm asking, did Chase throw away the match by getting dismissed when he was well set? Did the drinks break have an effect on him? Did that sort of break his concentration? Should he have picked the arm ball? Is it a case that he's not watching the bowler closely enough? Loud appeal, this is going to be very close, not out. Not out, said the umpire. No DRS, 171 for 1. I think that struck him in line. I would have loved to see the replay. Let's watch. Unless that is high, but that's, well, wow. Why he didn't give that out, I don't know. Nonetheless, I'm glad. So did Chase... Sheldon Smith said, I'm jinxing the batsman. Arvin said, no, none of the cows that drinking. So, boy, you have to get rid of them and get some more. Arvin, have to get some more. Or you will have to get a farmer who can get the cows to drink. So you'll have to either get rid of those cows or get a farmer who knows what to say to the coach, the cow, to let him drink, who know how to what's the word they use when you try to motivate a cow to do something? Let's say who knows how to get the cow to drink. So I'd have to get a farmer who knows how to get the cows to drink, or you get some completely different cows. Sorry about that. So that because in the end, the farmer is ultimately responsible for keeping his cow alive. Because that cow is an investment to the farmer. So he's ultimately responsible for keeping the cow alive. Or the owner of the farm, is the investor, is ultimately responsible for keeping the cow alive. So if that farmer, that head farmer can't get the cows to drink, then you have to get another one. Yes, Shelton, I jinx him. No, but if I jinx him, I'd have jinxed him from the 18th over. Because remember, from the 18th over, always bowled. And the back foot, another arm ball get rid of Alzarri Joseph. So this is ending quickly. So probably can get the start of the women match. So this is ending very quickly now. It's all ending very quickly. Another arm ball, they're not picking it. And there's it now. And these are the things now that I critique, and persons will say that I am too critical. 2 arm balls get 2 wickets. Dockrell have been bowling those arm balls for the last probably 10 years or 5 years. Then the greatest coach of all time and his algorithm bot on his laptop and his analysts and the assistant coaches that he has around him, they didn't say to the players, this is what Dockrell is doing. They show him on the big screen TV, because they have a lot of resources, and say, look at Dockrell hands. When he does this, it's the arm ball. When he does this, that's what happened. And they show them. Because 2 arm balls get 2 wickets back behind one another. Joseph and a well-set Greaves and Chase. How comes before the match they never study what Dockrell is doing with the ball? As Moti guide this away down to third man for 4. 175 for 8. Those are the questions that I ask, Those are the questions that I want answers to. Dockrell comes and bowls 2 arm ball. He has been playing cricket for the last 5 to 10 years. So there are video evidence of Dockrell out there. So why he just comes and bowls 2 arm ball to the West Indies batsmen? 2 ball, none of them have a clue. What the damn wrong with this? Moti driven that through the covers down to the boundary for 4 more. 179 for 8. Those are the things I look at, You can't get the cow to drink the water. And all of those things. All of those things are semantics. Why 2 batsmen get bowled down with the arm ball and don't have a clue? Because they're not picking the ball out of his wrist. They don't seem to know what he's doing. And it's not a new bowler. It's not the first time Dockrell is playing cricket. So where's the damn analysis? Where's the damn analysis? Where's the damn data? Where's the damn images? Moti hit this one high in the air. The fielder running back. He comes in, took the catch. Moti goes 179 for 9. Those are the things that I critique about. Not how Moti necessarily get out. That's how he bats. When he makes runs, we applaud him. So we cannot blame him for getting out like that, although you want him to be more selective. You can talk to him about that and say you need to be more selective. But a bowler came on, bowler well-set batsman with an arm ball who knows nothing about it. Where was the analyst before the match? Those are the things that is beating us. Where was the interpretation of the data? Where was the studying of Dockrell arm ball? So that you're looking for it out of the wrist and don't looking for it off the pitch. Because both Joseph and Chase didn't know like they know what's happening. That is what is preparation. That is what you want your coach and your analyst to be doing. I can't see why Alzari came out before Moti. I understand what you're saying, Sean Comer. I would have Moti before Alzari. And again, where is the data? This data-driven approach. If you're going by the data, you can't have Alzari before Moti. And those are the things that I critique, Those finer points. And then you hear that I don't like Sammy. I don't like Sammy, but I don't dislike him either. I don't hate him. I know nothing about Sammy to like or hate him. I don't know anything about the man. I met Sammy one time and we have a good look chat. We shook hands and then that's it. I don't have anything against the man. But I don't like the man either. I don't know anything about him to form an opinion either way. But what I'm saying is that your well-set batsman get an arm ball and out bowl. Why How Dockrell is bowling the arm ball, why he didn't know? Because clearly, both of them never knew about the arm ball from Dockrell. Why? And it's not yesterday Dockrell started playing international cricket. Why? Batting for so long and couldn't pick the arm ball. Will you blame the coach for that and not staying to finish it? Is it the end of the match? I saw them. Yes, it looked like the match finished. Yes, that's it. West Indies lose. 179 all out. It's now 12 minutes to 12. Thank you for being here, everyone. We'll be back Friday to do this all over again, and we look forward for more discussion. Have a wonderful day. See you in about another hour or so for the women match, if you want to join us then. So, sorry, not if you want to join us. I asked you to join us for the women match in another hour or so. I'm going to take some rest now, refresh myself, put on my Manchester United jersey, get something to eat, and I'll be back here in a hour time. Until then, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and see you in a little bit. Thank you for being here.